Dealing why most traders fail. That's a very disturbing conversation when it comes to trading. People tend to downplay the very significance of trading. I mean, we've all been trading since the very inception of time. Everyone is selling something. Someone is buying something you're selling, someone is selling something you're buying. So it's like we're always trading all the time. But when we tend to project the same conversation on the interwebs or the digital realm, we tend to debunk that it works, because how can you make easy money like that? It's not true. And it's that famous adage that goes that 90% of all traders are losing to 10% of all insiders. It's interesting because until you understand what you do, and you probably losing all the time. I think most traders don't really understand what you're doing. It's just that their whole trading decisions are primarily based on just signals or road signs. And you can make your journey without really having, let's say, enough credence to road signs. They are essentially fixed all the time because they are cautionary algorithms or cautionary signs. But you cannot really primarily base your whole trading decisions on just road signs. Same way you can also make your journey without employing road signs. So it's like the absence is rarely a loss in the grand scheme of things. You need it, but you also don't need it. So the question is, what do you really need in trading? These are road signs. You don't really need road signs in trading because they are not major influences on the very direction of price. Price tend not to react hugely based on these road signs. What price reacts hugely is what we call the oscillators. These are waves. These are real-time empirical data. These are real-time oscillators or waves that has major influence on the very direction of price. Prices tends to react hugely with the very direction of these oscillators, and this is why market cipher set itself from any other indicator. Is like how do I even start with this oscillator or this structure? Because market cipher is basically a structure of two oscillators, sorry, two structures of structure A and structure B. Structure A are just basically your road signs or your signals or your indicators, and structure B is typically your oscillators or waves. These are your Google Maps. And most people that I see trading more or less refer to their road signs and other I think technical analysis. I'm not saying that most traders are not making it. I'm just saying that if trading has to be simplified for rookies or beginners, then I think market cipher is the ultimate reference script. It's like, without a doubt, it has what it takes to be the very world's best shot indicator or oscillator, or sorry, yeah, of course, indicator, because it's just a very simplified script. You don't have to know anything about trading to understand how market cipher works. And this is not me trying to sell market cipher to you. I'm just saying the obvious. If something works, it works. And throughout my life, I've seen people using oscillators and waves, but it has never been simplified like never before. Like, this is the ultimate script that you need if you're a beginner, if you don't know anything about trading. It just gives you a simplicity of trading. It's like trading has always been a direction of is either going up or downwards or consolidate. That's all. So again, it's not me trying to sell something to you. Let me repeat myself. I'm just trying to say that if most people are using market cipher are winning, then the average that says 90% of all traders are losing to 10% of insiders is not true. As 90% are not using the right script. That's why they are losing to 10% of insiders. Because once you start using market cipher, you don't really have to be an insider. You just have to understand direction. And these are just a simplified script. It gives you insights pertaining to the very direction of an asset. So again, I do have a courses in the pipeline. I said this thing several times. But it's a very simplified script that gives you insights, just insight pertaining to a given asset, and makes it so simple to trade. And I really don't want to take much of your time. Have a nice time, peace.